Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. I'm still ecstatic. I've absolutely lost my voice from screaming. Hazard, you beauty. Hazard, you magician. This is Hazard's year. What a fucking goal, Hazard. Bloody hell. That is Messi class. That's like, oh, magician. Absolute magician. Maestro. The guy is world class, hands down, the best player in the Premier League. No one at me, no one tell me anything different. The guy is the best player in the Premier League. We've won at Anfield. No one has scored at Anfield for this long. They've won every single game this season. We finally stopped that. What a goal, Hazard. Now, breaking it down, obviously, we did have a relatively strong lineup. Willy Caballero in goal. Four at the back of Azpilicueta. Emerson for the first game as well. And Andreas Christian and Gary Cahill. Three midfield of Cesc Fabregas, Ross Barkley and Kovacic, with Moses, Willian and Alvaro Morata. Now, the first half an hour I thought was sublime. Sorry ball, everyone was fit, they were fired up. We were by far the better team. Most possession, 62% possession. Tiki-taka passing, proper sorry ball flow. Morata had a fantastic game in the first half as well. You know, there weren't really half chances of both teams. It was a really even game. But we were just edging it a bit. We had all the better chances, and we were just better, more possession, more passes and shots. Fabregas put a beautiful sublime through ball from Morata. Morata takes a nice touch, and he shoots. Good save by Mignolet, but that was the best chance of the half, in my opinion. And then, obviously, Morata's link-up play was fantastic. I thought Morata had a fantastic game. I thought I thought Azpilicueta was dreadful all game. I think he was our worst player. Woeful performance by Azpilicueta, but he still adapted to the system. You have to understand he's tired. He's played a lot of games as well. But yeah, that was the clear cut for the first half. There wasn't much, but second half of the first half, Liverpool grew into the game more. They had more possession. Keita was superb. Caballero saved us on many occasions. Really, really good backup keeper. Saved us on so many occasions. Good distribution and good saves from likes of Sturridge and Keita and Mane. I thought Barkley had a decent game, but was giving away a lot of sloppy passes. Christensen right at the start of the second half put Sturridge through a poor, really, really atrocious back pass. And Sturridge is through. Caballero did really well to put Sturridge off, and he missed the rebound, an open goal. But 10 minutes later, Sturridge scored a scissor kick when Keita shot. It was parried away for Caballero, but then obviously Sturridge then scissor kicked it back into net, and Liverpool goal 1-0 up. It was well deserved. It was all, throughout the whole second half, until Chelsea scored, until Emerson scored, it was all Liverpool. They were all over us. Defensively, we were woeful, atrocious, like abysmal, despicable defending. Ridiculous. Ross Barkley nearly giving away a goal. Christensen nearly giving away a goal. Azpilicueta was disgraceful, like poor. He was sloppy passes, not tracking back, out of position, couldn't bomb forward, needs to adjust. Emerson was really poor as well. There was 5 times in the first half where he was completely out of position. That needs sorting out. The midfield, Kovacic was relatively poor, and you got likes of Barkley, who was okay, like I said, giving away some sloppy passes. But then I thought Cesc Fabregas was our best player in the first half. I thought the way he was distributing those passes was fantastic. So I think Fabregas was our best midfielder and best player in the first half. Morata, like I said, really good link-up play. Moses was better than Willian, in my opinion. I was really upset that Callum Hudson-Odoi, despite him being on the bench, he didn't start. But Moses was decent, credit to him. Willian was very poor again. And that's the first half. That concludes the first half. Now, second half, David Luiz comes on with Christensen. Christensen had a relatively poor game. The defence had a poor game, in my opinion. Hazard and Morata were completely isolated. Liverpool went 1-0, as I described. They were all over us until Emerson scored. Like I said, Hazard and Morata were completely isolated. There wasn't any connection between the midfield and the striker. It was like Conte all over again. We kept losing the ball. We had barely any possession. The defence was a shambles. And it did look like the second goal was coming. Shaqiri was really good for Liverpool. Every time he was on the ball, he looked really threatening as well. Something that we had to be wary of. But we held out. But we got still a lot of work to do. But overall, a decent performance. It wasn't a good performance. It was a decent performance. Defence, big work on. But some very, very good individual performances. Now, obviously, their win does slightly paper over the cracks. Liverpool did deserve to win, in my opinion. I thought the defence was terrible, like I mentioned already. But obviously, then we get a free kick. Hazard comes on for Willian. And then, obviously, we get a free kick. Keita has a high boot on Moses. Then Hazard whips in a beauty. Barkley with a bullet header. Really good save by Mignolet, but he can only parry it as far to Emerson. Emerson slots it into the empty net as a rebound. And he equalises, and I go ballistic. Every fan on Twitter goes ballistic. Kind of really papering over the cracks, this result. 1-1, and then the momentum completely shifts. Then the momentum is of Chelsea. We get all the possession. And then Hazard, individual brilliance. It came out of nowhere. He just went around the ball, spun Henderson, nutmegged Moreno, went past, just ghosted past Keita and drilled it into the net and just went ballistic when celebrating. Knee slides, sticking his tongue out. When Chelsea fans went ballistic, I went ballistic. I was in my kitchen like jumping up and down. It was a mental. I was celebrating so hard, and it's great. We beat Liverpool in their own backyard. Let's hope we have a repeat on Saturday as well. Fantastic victory. Yes, it does slightly play over the cracks. Performances wasn't great whatsoever. However, we can work on that training. It's still a work in progress, this project. So trying to get his philosophy across. But a fantastic result, fantastic victory. Hazard, you beauty. Hazard, you magician. Best player in the Premier League by far. I love Hazard. And yeah, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of the game? Hit the like button if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.